What's up, guys? This is Automotive Anonymous, and I'm in a 2023 Subaru Crosstrek Sport. And today I want to tell you 5 things I love about the Crosstrek, and maybe a couple things I don't like too much. I owned a 2019 Crosstrek Premium for 2 years before my Outback Wilderness. Some of you guys already know that if you follow my channel. Otherwise, let's get right into it. And something special about today is it was the unveiling of the 2024 Crosstrek Sport, so I already uploaded my video review in comparison to this 23 Crosstrek. I'll also link this one below in case anyone's interested. Let's get right into it. The first thing I love about the Crosstrek is for the last year of the second gen, you still have physical buttons and a smaller touchscreen. You don't have the overwhelming 11.6 inch touchscreen. If you're unfamiliar, it looks really good, but having everything tied to the touchscreen is sometimes a pain because it can be slow, it can glitch, and it can take your eyes off the road where they should be. So if you want a Crosstrek without a touchscreen, you're gonna have to wait to see what the lower trim levels offer, because we now know that the 2024 will have it as an offering, but it did not say standard. Or you could decide, do you need to find a 2023 before it's too late? The second thing I love about the Crosstrek is look at all that cargo capacity back there. You get 21 cubic feet with the seats up, 55 with them down. That's more than the Kona, the CX-30, and the CHR. So Subaru gives you some pretty good cargo capacity in the Crosstrek despite its smaller size. One more glimpse before we move on. I will say, in the 2 years and 40,000 miles I put on my Premium, and then all the other 2023 Crosstreks I've reviewed on my channel, I really like the cargo capacity and the passenger positioning in this vehicle. It's comfortable and there's a lot of room. They make really good use of the ergonomics surrounded by the driver. The next thing I love about the Crosstrek is it's very capable on and off-road. For being a unibody little compact SUV or CUV, it's actually quite impressive. These have an 18-degree approach angle, a 29-degree departure angle, and a 19.7-degree breakover point. Just for a comparison, the Toyota 4Runner, which is a body-on-frame SUV, of course it's way more capable if you really are going to rock climb and do the crazy stuff. Its specs look like this. It has a 19.8-degree breakover angle, so basically identical to the Crosstrek, because it is higher off the ground by about half to a full inch depending on the spec, but has a longer wheelbase, so that actually kind of takes away a little bit of it compared to something like the Crosstrek. And then its approach angle totally smokes the Crosstrek. It's 33 degrees, but its rear departure angle is only 26. So this little Crosstrek actually has a 3-degree better rear departure angle. The fourth thing I love about the Crosstrek is it makes life easy. It's easy to live with most Subarus because they're so capable. You don't have to make a lot of sacrifices and plan things out too far ahead. Basically, just put some rubber floor mats and cargo mats down. Maybe have some bungees or some rope to tie things down in case you ever have to have the hatch open as you're hauling something around. Or even if you get the tow package like this one could have, and tow up to 1,500 pounds. They're pretty capable for what they are. You even have the roof rack if you need it, or you can get like a hitch storage rack. So the Crosstrek makes life pretty darn easy. The fifth thing that I love about the Crosstrek is it's cheap. Maybe not upfront purchase price, although it is very competitive with the competition, but to maintain this engine, this transmission, the all-wheel drive system, it's quite affordable. When I had a Crosstrek Premium, of course my rates are going to be a whole lot different than yours, just depending on area of the country, you know, all the other factors that influence that and the variables of our driving history, our life situation, you know, having a house, if you're married, all those sort of things that add up. But my insurance on the Crosstrek Premium for being a brand new vehicle was like 60 bucks a month, which I feel like for pretty comparable full coverage, it's really not that bad. Also, being a 16 in some change, like a 16.6 gallon tank, depending on where you live in the country, it's probably currently about 60 bucks to fully fill up from E. Potentially less depending on where you guys live. So I know that is a lot more than gas used to be, but to go over 400 miles on a tank, I feel like that's pretty decent, knowing how capable you are currently. And then oil changes, I don't know if you guys have seen my Outback Wilderness oil change video, but with the oil, the full synthetic that I get, getting even a Subaru filter, I do my oil changes for under 30 bucks, basically 2 to 3 times a year. It's super easy to do if you own a Subaru because it has the top mount oil filter, which just makes it too easy to not do it yourself if you're capable of doing it and you like very simple DIY sort of projects. It's very affordable. Otherwise, the Subaru all-wheel drive system in this is easy to manage. They're not known for burning fluid like some other vehicle all-wheel drive systems are, or more commonly used to be, depending on how hot they get with the rest of the layout underneath where the exhaust manifolds are, things like that. It's just really convenient, really affordable, at least in my experience, and in my 40,000 miles, I didn't have a single issue. Alright guys, those are 5 things that I love about the Subaru Crosstrek, and now it's time to tell you guys some things that I don't like, some things that I wish were included that I don't think would be that unreasonable to add. One is, where are the extra storage cubbies? It has good room in front of the shifter and in the center console. The Outback has a storage cubby just above the glove box. Where is that? Additionally, there's another pocket on the side of the transmission tunnel. That is something else that I would like to see included moving forward. This might be one that you guys don't like or agree with, but if you've driven as many Subarus as I have, the Crosstrek safety features are kind of adolescent compared to the more mature systems that the more expensive models of Subaru have. The eyesight system, the lane keep assist, how it does bouncing you back like bumper carts between the lanes, and even the heated seats, they're not as good as the more expensive models. I'm not saying that the more expensive ones like the Forester Ascent and Outback are fantastic, but they're definitely a more mature feeling system than this one. They are less aggressive in some aspects, and they are more smoothly integrated into what Subaru is going for. It just feels like it's the older technology on this. Thankfully, we know that the new Crosstrek is going to have updated systems, as was announced today. Looking forward to that. The next thing I don't like about the Crosstrek is LED headlights aren't standard like they are even on the base Forester. If you want LEDs, you gotta go limited, which is a pretty penny for the Crosstrek. It is worth it, I think, because it has so many good features, but it would be nice to see LEDs offered across the board. For Subaru to, you know, cough those up, even if they charge an extra $100, I think that's absolutely worth it, because they probably put out about twice as much light output at night, and if it saves you from hitting one animal, running over one thing, or just a couple kind of scary moments, I think it's absolutely worth it. Those LEDs, you might not realize this if you haven't experienced the difference at night, but it is substantially brighter and a lot more confidence inspiring. Lastly, I wish Subaru offered the manual with the 2.5 Boxer. I think that would be a fun combo, paired really well, but if you're going Sport or Limited, you only get the CVT, and Subaru CVT is pretty darn good, but I'm a car enthusiast. I want a manual. I've reviewed a 2-liter premium for 2023, and it was probably about the funnest Crosstrek I drove, only because of that manual, even though it was substantially slower than the 2.5 Boxer. But if people don't buy them, Subaru can't justify selling them and putting the R&D into making them, so I get that. I just don't like it. And if you've made it this far, that concludes the 5 things I love about the Crosstrek featuring this 23 Sport, and a few things that I don't like so much or I wish were different. Please comment below, tell me what you like and what you don't like. What are your favorite features? I tried to specifically leave out some Subaru specific features that are pretty general across all the platforms with the global all-wheel drive system and things like that. We all know they do fantastic in the winter. I feel like that doesn't need to be mentioned as a love. But let me know what you guys like, what you don't like, and if you're interested in sharing this video, please consider hitting the like button, and if you want to bookmark my channel for future vids, subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Take care.